So we have this Lion's Gate portal opening up right now with the peak on August 8th. And the Lion's Gate is like the portal from heaven. And it's opening up to bring us divine wisdom to help us step into our dream life, our greatest higher version, to bring us that fulfilling life of joy that we came here to experience. And as this portal opens up, it's really that time to ask, believe, and receive of what you want. Now the thing is, you may be a little bit confused as to what you want because we have some societal beliefs that tell us what we're supposed to be doing and things like that, and they might not match up with what your inner self and your heart space really believes that you should be doing and that you really, really are longing to do, and you just don't know how to get there. So August 8th, if we look at the date 8/8, 8s in numerology have to do with finances and your career and things like that. So when this portal is opening up, this is a really good time to ask for that divine wisdom of how do I get into this perfect work enjoyment balance to where my work isn't feeling like it's causing a lot of friction and stress in my life, because the thing that you're supposed to be doing is will make you step into the state of flow where you just totally get into the work and everything else around you dissolves. And when we're in that state of being, that state of pure love and enjoyment, our work, the product of our work comes out better, and we're able to pull and attract more things into our life that make us happy, and basically it just creates peace. So that's what's going on with us right now, like as a humanity, is the universe is trying to get us back into alignment with our divine purpose and our divine path. Now, we have a lot of things going on cosmically right now that are forcing us to clear out the things that are keeping us from that path. And we have a whole lot of planets that are in retrograde right now. And this is making us go back and reevaluate some things that we need to be working on. So this is a really big time of self-work. It might feel really chaotic right now, or like things aren't working out, and that's because they're not supposed to. That's because whatever idea that we think we're supposed to be doing isn't really matching up with what we're supposed to be doing. So we have all these planets going in retrograde, making us kind of flip-flop back and forth in order to really just stop and let go and say, what am I doing in my life that's not bringing me that enjoyment that I know I want to experience? So we have Pluto in retrograde right now in Capricorn, and both Pluto and Saturn are lined up in retrograde in Capricorn right now, and this is super, super big. So Pluto governs kind of our dark side, our lower nature self, like our bad habits, some of our vices, our toxic energies, and I like to call this the ruler of my evil twin. So this is really a time to look at what are some of those habits that are keeping you from experiencing that financial freedom that we deserve to have. So this may be things like not managing our time and not managing our money. And Capricorn is all about work ethic and discipline and career. And so we have this Pluto friction in Capricorn, and that's saying, hey, you have some things in your lower nature side that are keeping you from stepping into that career that you really want. Now, we also have and Pluto is in retrograde until October 2nd. So we also have Saturn in retrograde until September 17th. And this is urging us to really tighten up on our plans and goals, to focus on discipline, to creating a schedule, to delaying reward and satisfaction so that we can save our money. And we also have Jupiter in retrograde in Sagittarius, which is really encouraging us to slow down on our risk taking and some of that overspending, and I'm just going to rush out and do these things without thinking about it. And it's really wanting us to look at our choices so that we make better decisions. And it's also a time of getting back to some of our abandoned interests and skills. Now we have Neptune retrograde in Pisces, which is really pulling us to look at our creative essence and pulling us back into those skills and talents that we know that we have, and we just kind of got wrapped up into life and we say things are just too hectic, and if I had time I wish I could do this, and when I was a kid I really liked doing this. And these are our creative skills and that pull us back into our heart space and get us back into that sense of feeling like we're alive again. So in order to do some of this, we need to kind of work on our emotional healing work, some of our maybe some old resentments that we're holding on to, past traumas that are kind of rolling around in our subconscious mind that we haven't really dealt with. And this is a time to really pull those things forward, to take a look at them and to make sense out of them, and just to kind of put them to bay and to put them in the past, not so much burying them in the past, but bringing them into the future and kind of getting right with them and understanding that people make mistakes. People were taught to do things that they maybe shouldn't do. And when we hold on to these resentments for these people doing these things, we subconsciously repeat these patterns in our lives. Our thoughts create our reality. So if we have these pains that we've kind of regressed back there and we're not dealing with, we don't realize it, but we're subconsciously pulling ourselves into more situations that are bringing us more stress. Now, when we're in this stressful state and things are kind of agitated and we're irritated, the universe can't bring us these things that will bring us joy, because these negative emotions and this joy can't exist in the same space at the same time. So you can't get to joy if you're not in enjoyment. So that's what this whole time right now of self-work is about really clearing out those things that we're holding inside of us, maybe some fears that we were taught that we can't do this, or that we can't make money at our artistic gifts, or that's who would ever want to do that, and you'd be crazy to follow that dream. And these are negative beliefs and negative emotions that we have taken in and accepted as truths. So the universe is really calling us cosmically to bring those energies up and rewrite the story. Just rewrite the story, tell yourself that that's not true, and learn some new skills and start doing some research so that you can make that shift into that lifestyle that you really want, instead of that lifestyle that we were kind of taught we were supposed to do as kids. Or maybe you already know what it is that you want to do and you're working toward it, and you're hitting some roadblocks. So as this Lion's Gate opens up, really go spend some time with yourself in nature, go to a park, somewhere by yourself, and just kind of clear your mind and ask the universe what should be the next steps for you. And as these gates are opening up, all of this divine wisdom is pouring in, ready to provide us some answers and some direction and guidance. So this is a really, really important time to make time for that self-work. Whatever you need to do, clear the schedule and make some time for you, because you don't want to miss out on all of these gifts that are trying to come to you, and especially